global village. If you're into wildlife, if you're into anything that you're into, you can find other people that are into that, and they don't need to live, gone are the days where you had to find someone that lived, in the same street as you. You can connect with anyone in the world about something that you love. And that's amazing. That's a really incredible and powerful. Look, there's a lot of bad side to the internet, I think we're realizing, but this is one of the good bits. Hopefully, unless you count all the people that, anyway, whatever. Right, tribes. So, just out of interest, like, if you look at the rise of, say, electronic music, right? David Guetta got someone to sing an R&B track and put a house beat on it, right? EDM exploded. And this tribe went from Coachella having none of this to like being the biggest music in the States and then starting to expand. Right? I'm going to be at Zoo tonight, by the way, if anyone wants to come. I wanted to go for years. I love electronic music. And when in London, literally, we read about Zoo. We're like, when I grew up, like reading about like this club, Zoo, Singapore. Like, the only real reason I'm here is right?
Take out future.
And obviously to meet you guys, of course. Anyway, whatever. So, and look, just out of interest, this is what Vice does, right? My job is to launch new channels, and trust me, I'm running out of ideas, so if you have any, please let me know. But news, music, electronic music, guess whose idea this one was? Technology, food, art, fashion, whatever, right? Money, health, travel, you can see we're running out of ideas. Don't tell anyone. Right, anyway, the point is, tribes are the greatest business opportunity, like I said. And trying to get into those tribes in a way that's cool is the way through. So, how do we do it? Next thing I'd love you guys to think about is, you chat about your tribes. Who would be your tribe, even if you haven't got a startup, but we were chatting here, and what's your name tonight? Was saying that he's got a legal technology business. I'm going to explain it totally wrong. I can see your face like, no. And so your tribe would be lawyers, right? Terrible tribe, obviously, to have, but like, I say that as a reformed lawyer myself. But this applies exactly the same in B2B. I am so sick of B2B marketers saying, oh yeah, but you don't understand B2B. No, let me explain, it's the same. You get a tribe, and you know who they are, and then you do this. You empathize with them. You think about who they are beyond the data, beyond the stats. You go deep. Empathy is when you see things and share the feelings of another person. It makes me emotional. But it's a powerful tool. And it's something that we as communications people, or people that are trying to build things, way too often we hide it away. And actually it's the most powerful thing. It's why we did this and our friends didn't. Because we have emotional intelligence. I have, anyway. So an insight is a powerful truth, and it's usually well hidden. So when you said to me that you like wildlife, I didn't just say, oh, that's interesting. I said, why? And you said, because it's connecting with stuff that's not man-made. And now we're getting somewhere, right? We're getting an insight into you. I'm sorry to do this publicly, but like, that is what I call the 2 a.m. conversation, right? Nobody wants to have the conversation that you have at 7 p.m. where you say, hi, I'm Mark, what's your name? Hi, Michelle. You look so scared by now you're half me. Michelle's like, oh, God. But, and you say, what do you do? How long have you done it? Like, okay, yeah, great. If that's the level of detail that you want to, glean in the information and the insight you want to get from your tribe, you will make terrible communications for that tribe. And that's what brands do, right? And startups and B2Bs. They all go, oh yes, my tribe are, as an example, I'm not doing an impression of you, but I would go, if I was a bad marketeer, or I was a bad startup person, I would go, my tribe of lawyers. Lawyers like the law, and they do law, and they like, that's terrible. There's nothing about that that's useful, right? How can we find something, how can we find the 2 a.m. insight, where you sit with a lawyer and then he says, man, I'm just so overworked. And I'm feeling like this, and I'm feeling like that. And it doesn't have to be a sad thing. You know the feeling, don't you? Yeah, get them drunk, exactly. And that is the business model, get them drunk. But something happens when you find an insight, right? Like if we kept going and I'd said, no, why, we would have got to a breakdown moment, right? And that's like the therapy moment where someone goes, okay, I like wildlife because my mum and dad used to take me for walks and then they split up, right? I'm not saying that's true, but something like that, right? And then you go, that is an insight. So the definition of an insight is something that releases human energy, and you know it when you see it because you feel it. And what happens is this, catharsis. This is what the Greeks, this is the function of art. The function of all art is to make you go, yeah. And catharsis means the pain of re-experiencing a memory. And when you watch, anything you watch, which is, by the way, why Reed Hastings, CEO of Netflix, is going to be the most successful person ever on the planet if he keeps going this way, is because he realises that if we get half an hour, once the kids have gone to bed, I don't have any, but whatever, my housemates have gone to bed, they're kind of young, and you get half an hour, what do? Watch something. You plug into a story, because that story has catharsis and it takes you through things and teaches you things. And human catharsis is irresistible. It's such a powerful force. And it makes people sit up in a sea of communications that just seem vapid. The quality of communication is dictated by its empathy. So I'm going to ask you guys, I promise not many more of these, but if you keep going, what question would you ask your tribe at 2 a.m., as you rightly say, maybe after a few little thingies, to get a real human insight? So maybe talk with your colleagues. What question would you ask? Would it be, imagine your tribe was lawyers, right? Would it be, what would you have been if you weren't a lawyer? How do you feel like when the alarm goes off in the morning and you've got to go to work and be a lawyer? What are the times when being a lawyer had really, etc., right? Just go for it. I know this is hard. 2 minutes.